What's going on, folks? Mel's Mobile DIY, YouTube, Mel's Mobile Auto Service, Instagram. Got something unusual today. Usually you see me work on the cars. Today I got the bikes out here. Really this one right here. I'm setting it up to go drag racing. I'm doing the suspension work. I'm lowering the rear, lowering the front, and I'm upgrading the front suspension. So, this is a 1992 Kawasaki zx6d. They only made the D model for 4 years. That's 90 to 93. So, it's a difficult bike to find parts for. They didn't make, to my knowledge, from what I've been searching, performance stuff for this particular model. A lot of parts will interchange from the R VIN codes or the E's. Certain stuff won't, but you can get quite a few things that will interchange. Take it down here. I've already started working on it. You can see right there, got the aftermarket lowering links on there. I had to modify how they go on a little bit so they could fit around the shock. So I'm already into it a little bit. You can see here I got aftermarket handlebars on. I've actually lowered the front end because factory, if you can see here, this is where the forks stop at, even right here. So I'll push the fork up here so the handlebars can clamp on, because if you don't do aftermarket handlebars, you are not going to be able to lower the front end of this bike. The way they designed it, that's physically impossible, because here's the factory handlebar right here. See that circle in the bottom? That's supposed to go on top of this. It sits right on top. And you see the gap in there? That's how much I pushed up the fork so I can lower the front end of the bike. So the whole purpose of me doing this, I always like drag racing, always like motorcycle drag racing. Wanted to get into it. Inexpensive way for me to get into it. I will be doing a semi step-by-step video and pictures on what I'm doing to this bike and how I'm doing them. I'm going to go more in depth in another video about the rear lowering links. And I'm going to go more in depth on how I lowered the front end. Also, I'm going to show you what I'm upgrading the front end with today. I have an entire set. Front suspension, got both calipers, rotors, brake lines, and if you notice this right here, this is off a newer ZX6. I believe this is a 96. Fully adjustable front end. Factory front end for the 92, non-adjustable. Have no compression, no rebound dampening, nothing of that. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go ahead and swap the front end. I'm going to get that onto here. So that way I can have a new front end, because fork seals are blown. I don't know if you can really see it, but this is wet. Fork seals are blown. And also, not just because the fork seals are blown, I could redo the fork seals, but even if you don't do this for drag racing purposes, you can upgrade your front end to have a better riding bike. Whether, you know, different rider styles, different rider weights, you can upgrade the front end, adjust it to whatever's comfortable for you. So I'm doing this because I want to set this bike up, try to get it lower to the ground so I can go drag racing and have fun, get into a new sport. You can take from it what you want. You might just have your bike, you might be a little on the shorter side, want to lower it, and there was nothing really made for your bike. So you find ways to work around it with aftermarket parts, like I've done here with the forks, with the handlebars, sorry, and with the lowering links. So I'm going to have more videos. This is just the intro. I'm going to have a lot of pictures on my Instagram, Mel's Mobile Auto Service. I'm going to have a few videos on there too. Definitely going to put a few videos up on Melvin Grant DIY, my YouTube channel. Like, follow, subscribe. And if there's any questions or anything you want to see more in depth about with this particular bike, you might have it because it's an older bike or older bikes in general, please don't hesitate to comment. But definitely go to Melvin Grant DIY. Check out Mel's Mobile Auto Service, Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube. See y'all later. I got work to do.